Hey, everybody. Well, it is Friday again, and we are back with the Seven Habits of Happy Kids. Another installment to the stories that we're reading. How many people have enjoyed the story so far? I know that I've enjoyed each and every story that we've read thus far. So, without further ado, let's get into this newest story, which is Habit 5. And Habit 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. In other words, listen before you talk. The name of the story for today is Lily and the Yucky Cookies. Mmm. Is it going to rain all day? Said Lily Skunk. My friends were going to Fisheye Lake today. Now there is nothing to do. Rainy days. It is raining today here in Georgia, and we are inside. We can bake cookies, Lily's dad said. It's a perfect rainy day treat. Yum, said Lily's little brother Stink. Who's ever baked cookies with their parents at home? And on a rainy day, baking cookies sounds like a great idea, don't you think? I've seen Mom do it 100 times. I know exactly what to do, Lily said. Well, her dad said, let's check the recipe to be sure. You think that's good advice from Dad? We're going to see. Maybe so. First, you have to mix 2 cups of flour, a half cup of sugar, and a pinch. Are you listening, Lily asked Dad. Dad, said Lily, I don't need a recipe. I know what I'm doing. Be careful, Lily. You're moving awfully fast, her dad said. It's all right, Dad. They'll be perfect. Lily finished mixing, and her dad helped her put the cookies in the oven. Here we go. Cookies are going in to get baked. See how they come out. What do you think's going to happen with this first batch of cookies? I just gave it away, right? Look, Lily, the sun is coming out, Stink exclaimed. You can go to Fisheye Lake now. Can I come? No, you're too little. You stay home, Lily said. Stink nibbled a cookie and said, But Lily, these cookies are... Lily didn't listen as she rushed off to Fish Eye Lake. Hi, everyone. I brought cookies. I baked them myself. I hope you like them. Oh, Lily, those look delectable, said Sophie. Delectable. That is a pretty cool word. That's a pretty big word, too. Delectable. I like that word. Puh, said Jumper. They taste like salt. I think I'm going to throw up, said Pokey. Really, the cookies are kind of gross, said Tagalong Alley. Lily felt awful. She didn't know what went wrong. So she went home. How do you think Lily feels now that her friends don't like the way her cookies taste? She's probably not feeling too good right about now. Dad, nobody liked my cookies, and Allie said they were gross. And Pokey almost threw up, and so I dumped them all in the garbage, said Lily. It's okay, Lily, said her dad. You just need to listen next time. You don't have to follow the recipe exactly, but you want to make sure you understand every step before you get started. Can we bake cookies again? I promise that I'll listen this time. After dinner, Lily and her dad went back in the kitchen to make more cookies. Lily listened as her dad read the whole recipe. Stink tried to help too, but he kept eating all the chocolate chips. Who does that? Those chocolate chips are good when you're baking cookies, aren't they? And you can't stop yourself. You just keep eating and eating and eating. The next day, Lily brought a new batch of cookies to her friends. These are much better, said Lily, but no one wanted to try them. I'm not going to go first, said Jumper. Finally, Allie said, I'll try one. Everyone watched as Allie slowly put one in her mouth. What do you think? How do you think the cookies are going to taste this time? Yep, these are the best cookies ever, Wee Wee. They all started grabbing and eating the cookies. Pretty soon they were all gone. Those cookies are so yummy for my tummy, said Goob. What's in them? Asked Pokey. Well, Lily said, the secret ingredients is listening. Oh boy. So that is the end of Lily and the Yucky cookies. But you know, we always like to talk a little bit about the story that we just read. So I have a few questions for you to see how well you were listening as we read the story. And while I ask the questions, you can talk to your mom or your dad and answer some of the questions about this pretty cool story. So the first question that we want to ask is, what did Lily do wrong while making cookies? But take some time and talk to mom and dad about that, or talk to your brother and sister and discuss, what did Lily do wrong? And the next question is, why didn't Lily pay attention to her dad? Sometimes it's good, right, to listen to our parents. So I wonder why Lily didn't think it was important to do that. And the next question is, what happened when she gave the Seven Oaks gang the cookies at Fisheye Lake? Do you remember what happened when she gave her friends that first batch of cookies? Wasn't too good, right? And then the next question is, the next time Lily baked cookies, what did she do differently? What did her friends think about the new batch of cookies? And my last question is, and this is the most important one, why is it important to listen? So you know that at the end of all the stories, as we put them out, that there'll be some baby steps. And those are the steps or the strategies that we want you to try so that you can practice the habits as we read the stories together. And so remember that our habit for this week is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen before you talk. So as you go through those baby steps, as you see them on the slide on this video, make sure that you practice those steps so that you guys can be happy kids.